Well, oi, 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 Plarium. What is up, guys? This is Corbin. After a pretty underwhelming reward community event calendar, where a lot of people are kind of like, man, what the hell are these rewards, man? Like, arena token refills, some auto battles, 10 brews. Like, what are we talking about here, you know? People were really, really disappointed by this. Well, Plarium have only gone and redeemed themselves. Like, genuinely, what the hell, man? This is pretty solid, right? So if we go to my limited time special offers, you can grab yourself the Community Weeks gift, or like start, I guess it's like a rewards track that we're looking at right now. Actually, some pretty solid rewards completely for free, man. And all you got to do is sign on in. So there you go, man. It would have been lovely to have some of this stuff pop up on the like rewards calendar itself, but whatever, man. Better late than never. This is actually just some quite solid stuff, man. 3 chickens in total, Void Shard, couple of epic tomes, a Lego tome, and what, like 600k silver? The rest of the stuff is, you know, fairly decent as well. So make sure that you log in and start claiming this stuff over the next 4 or 5 days, or however long this thing is going to be active for, man. Pretty good, honestly. Next in the news, all kinds of shard news, man. And as someone who's like 40 ancient shards away from actually hitting Ancient Shard Mercy, we've got some pretty damn good progressive champs on the cards right now. Faction Unity champions, all that good stuff. And there are more coming up tomorrow as well. There's also going to be some progressive chance events going on for Void Shards too. So if you're into Mercy on those, let's cover them all, man, and talk about which kind of champs you might want to be pulling for. Right after I remind you all that we've got the best beginner promo link going, man. Click on the beginner promo link that's down below at the top of the video description box, man. Use that link to sign up and create a new raid account, man, to grab Corrado Fox Hunter as your free starter legendary champ. He'll pop up in your inbox as soon as you're done with the tutorial on that new account. You can also grab a whole bunch of epic champions as well as you level on up with that fresh new account, man. All you're going to do is be on your PC, hit that link, use it to sign up, and good times shall ensue. Okay, man, so what champs are we looking at? Starting off with, I guess, the Ancient Shards. So as far as the current Progressive Chance event goes, there are only 15 hours left on this one, and so I guess I'll try and burn through these as quickly as I can. Frankly, it's all of the Faction Unity champions. I don't know what to tell you. If you're missing one of these or you want to really help out one of your factions that's struggling in Faction Wars, you could choose to pull your Ancient Shards during this. I will say that I think of all of these Faction Unity champions, Dune Lord Gregor gets the worst sort of rap, right? For some reason, I have this guy in my account. I feel like he's very, very solid. Indeed, I love his A3. It's extremely, extremely strong. I've actually got him running in a Relentless set, so just to kind of like circumvent the longer cooldown on this A3 a bit and just get him spamming it as much as possible. Increase attack, increase accuracy buff, decrease the cooldown of all ally skills by 1 turn when he uses this. Fills turn meter by 20%, and with 3 faction allies, activate an instant turn effect, just instantly filling the turn meter on the ally with the highest crit damage on your team, which for me is a Thor. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy is a beast, man. Very, very good indeed. I think just a wee bit underrated. That said, when it comes to Faction Unity champions, it's a little bit hard to sort of advise what you're going to pull on, because at the end of the day, just depends what faction you're looking to strengthen most on your account. As for the Voids, God, Taras is obviously unreal. Always has been beast. If you've got Marichka, particularly on your account. So if you've got the Marichka, maybe you just want to pull for this. And if not, I will say, if there's any like beginner players watching this video, I know like a lot of newer players do follow this channel for the guides and stuff like that. I would not recommend, if you're a newer player, ever really pulling on a progressive chance event. You want to save your shards for 2x events to double your chance of getting epics and legendaries from your shards. That's from Voids, even Sacreds, Ancient Shards, all of that, right? Never want to be pulling your shards as a newer player, as a beginner player in the first, like, I don't know, 6 to 8 months of your account, maybe even beyond that. And in fact, almost definitely beyond that. Yeah, until there's a 2x event active, man. But there is also an opportunity to get your hands on Cardiel as well. And so if you're just looking for one of the best support champions in the game, this guy could be your man as well. Those are the current champs. I kind of want to brush over these ones a little bit. I want to focus on tomorrow's event. Because, of course, another thing worth mentioning is that there's going to be the Summon Rush event active tomorrow as well. And so most players, right, are going to be in the position where they're much more engaged with this kind of event, and you're just much more likely to be pulling shards, I guess, tomorrow for the Summon Rush. Maybe whether you're doing the fusion or not, it's just some extra rewards as you're pulling your shards, of course. So tomorrow's progressive chance events, which are also going to be a 15x chance of hitting those champs, are the following legendary champions. And so this is going to be from champions of your selected pool from Ancient, Primal, Sacred, or Void Shards. So you can pull any shard type For this, of course, from the Ancients, I mean, you're never going to be pulling the Primals, but from the Ancients and from the Sacreds, from the Summerish, we are looking at this happy little batch of Legendaries right here. The Epic Champions off towards the bottom. We won't really look at those for the time being, man. So for the Legendaries that you can be pulling, Duchess, Elva, Freya, Dune Herald, or Upaden, Clanfather. Two standout legendaries from this. I don't know, dude. I feel like Elvis is going to be the absolute number one for people to be aiming for. When it comes to just S-tier Hydra supports that, you know, a lot of people are going to be sort of gunning for, Elva is way up there and brings a little bit of healing on a A1, which is fine, I guess. She brings some debuff removal on a 3-turn cooldown on a A2, also bringing a block debuffs buff and an increased speed buff for a couple turns, just all kinds of key tools right there. For Hydra, she brings a pretty damn low cooldown, 3-turn cooldown, single target revive on the A3, which is just a great little failsafe, and then all kinds of healing every single time one of your teammates gets a turn. On the passive, right? So insane stuff. Also plays a perfect Vil buff for 110 on the ally with the lowest HP. Okay, yeah, just a little extra bonus perfect Vil coming out there as well. Pretty solid. The speed aura is, of course, all battles, 19%. Just solid all around. I'm not going to lie. This is one of those that I'm quite tempted. I'm quite tempted to maybe key in the Elva myself, man. I've got myself a Necmo and stuff, you know, but you kind of want like an S-tier support champ if you can, speed booster support champ if you can, all of that. For every one of your Hydra teams, you know, Elva. Ooh, it's very tempted, man, for me to potentially pull my Ancient Shards for this. I know it's not like the best idea to be pulling Ancient Shards during a Summon Rush event, but even still, like, I've got plenty of Ancient Shards to kind of throw around at this point, man. I might actually go for this. Another crazy good support champion here is, of course, going to be Duchess Liliju. I think probably, like, second highest priority, maybe tied second place highest priority with the Freya Fate Weaver. Freya's crazy, man. Freya's got a hell of a lot of uses. I feel like she's also very amazing into Hydra as well. It's just like just a champion that's just going to keep your team alive. Just a very versatile champ. Attack all enemies, chance of placing provoke on the A1, increased defense, crap load of shielding on the A2, and it's a big shield as well, right? She's a defense-based champ. The value of the shield scales proportional to Freya's defense stat. It's just big. Like, it's a big old shield, man. The increased defense, big bonus as well. Then she brings debuff removal, block debuffs, and 10 meter fill. Yeah, great. Honestly, she's very solid for me, at least. In PvP as well. I've got her built in like fast stone skin, so that she can kind of jump in, help with 10 meter boost, removing buffs, all of that stuff, which is great. And she's also got the passive effect, or rather the active effect on her passive, if you will. Prevents the death of the ally with the highest crit damage, except Freya herself, keeping them alive with 1 HP when hit with a fatal hit. Yeah. It's just a funky little ability as well, man. So she's a very versatile champion, as her in-game reviews would also suggest, and I think that she's a very solid pickup here as well, if you want to key her on in. The others, obviously solid. I don't want to spend like forever going over all of these champions in detail or whatever, but yeah, Duchess is obviously great. We've touched on her. Pardon, if you're just needing like a good support healer champ for use in Barbarian Faction Wars, that's one you could go for, but then why wouldn't you just go for the Freya? And if you already got the Freya on your account, you probably don't need the Abaddon. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I feel like Freya wins out every time against him. Scrolling it down just a little bit, man, towards the Void champs. So what are we actually looking at here, man? The Sifi up for grabs. Warlord, pretty solid. Raka, fine. I think for most people, it's probably going to be the Sifi that you lock in if you are near to Void Mercy, you know, pulling a Void Shards for a Summon Rush. Otherwise, probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So if you're towards Void Mercy, you're looking to pick up the Sifi, she is available in the pool. As for the Epic Champions, which actually might be more of a consideration for, I guess, like newer players, maybe. If you just want like YOLO on this a little bit and try and get yourself the Man-Eater, or again, if you're actually approaching Mercy, or you're able to keep track of this even, I don't know how many people can keep track of this, but if you're actually approaching Epic Mercy on your Void Shards, which is actually like only after 20 Void Shard summons without an Epic, so if you put like 10 Voids recently, and they were all blues, right, you just hit like all rares, and you got like 20 more Void Shards to pull, I don't know, dude. Maybe you just want to throw your Void Shards in there and try and get yourself a Man-Eater and set up like an unkillable clan boss team. Maybe. I know we touched on like quite niche account scenarios here, but at the same time, I think that Man-Eater is a pretty obvious winner, right? Between like Skytouch Shaman or Man-Eater. Things can be managed every time for most folks. When it comes to the 1-slot epic champions as well, that you can also key in with your ancient shards, sacred shards, that kind of thing. Mausoleum Mage is pretty good. I will say that Quag in the Crown is quite an underrated little man. Sepulchre Sentinel kind of got a lot of utility into Demon Lord Clan Boss in the early game because of the decreased attack on her AO1. And she also brings... Oh, not me having to check. What did she bring again? Did she bring block buffs? Block debuffs. I think she brings block debuffs. Okay, she brings increased defense and block debuffs. You can speed tune her just right in Demon Lord to always have the block debuffs buff active at just the right time to always negate the clan boss's stun. And so she's got some pretty good use. Like, she's an okay champ. That said, I built her on my main account. It's used in Faction Wars now, and she's not very good at that, to be honest. So, there you go. I'd put her kind of bottom of the list. As for the regular epics, while most people are going to be locking in Mausoleum Mage, probably and with good reason, I would just say don't sleep on Quag in the Crown. This guy's actually pretty damn good, right? His A2 is a 310 cooldown, heals allies 15% of the max HP, plays a shield buff, for 15% of the max HP and all the allies as well. Some healing, some shielding on the A2. It's fine. And then it brings a 410 cooldown, buffs your attack champions with Perfect Veil and increased attack buffs, and then blocks your defense-based champ. So just any champion who has higher defense than attack with block debuffs and increased defense. And so very, very versatile little support. Very, very solid for Faction Wars in my view. And a good little guy that you shouldn't be sleeping on if you've already got like a Mausoleum Mage, maybe like an empowered Mausoleum Mage or something, and you're looking to pull something a little bit different. Quagan is a good little alternative. So there you do go, man. There's the progressive news. Make sure that you log into the game, man, and grab your free rewards package, because that was just a happy little surprise. Well done, Plarium, man. I feel like they've done this a little bit recently, where if they've had a little bit of a whiff of an event, they've done what they can with like compensatory gifts after the fact to try and like sort of salve the wound a little bit and say, yeah, that sort of sucked, and credit where credit's due. It was a nice little gift to log into today, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, make sure that if you're looking to create a new Raid Shadow Legends account, that you get it done by using my beginner promo links to start off your fresh new account, man, with Karat or Fox Center, as well as a whole bunch of epic champions as you level up your account. All you got to do is click on the beginner promo link, which you can find down below at the top of the video description box. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm going to catch all of you all this in 10 minutes later, man.